Hello, everybody. Um, Another daily chat here, and talk about twin flames. Uh-huh. That's what you guys wanted, is the energy. But I felt like it's a good energy about, since today there is a lot of divine energies are going today. 10 p.m. doesn't matter where you are. Around 10 p.m., this divine energies they're going to increase so much, so powerful. I don't know if you watched the astrology gravitational report, but if you're not, just kind of like giving you the heads up for you. So thank you guys for coming in. I see that Luan, uh, Luana, Luana Lay, I believe, 768. Thank you for coming in. Margaret, thank you for coming in. Diamond B, thank you for coming in, all of you here. So we're talking about the balance. Hi, CC, long time no see. Back again, right? Thank you for thank you for being here, and thank you for everything you did. And you guys wanted to know about balance. Kind of like I came to the talking about what is balance, though. You need to understand what balance is. Balance is also connected with maintenance. Okay, and to maintenance that it's to maintain this balance, but balance with what? As far as in a twin flame, it's so hard to. Hi Skywalker, thank you for coming in. Hi Diana, thank you for walking in. So balance. You need to understand that the balance is something that it's needed, it's important, but it's very delicate thing. It's very strong, but it's the same time is very weak. So what it takes to be balanced in life as a twin flame, you have a lot of things to juggle, right? Whatever your life might be, you can juggle between work, friends, family, twin flame, divine, early matters, paying bills, and so on. Okay, but where is the balance? Okay, the balance is from within you. If you're seeking balance somewhere else as a twin flame, you're looking at in a wrong position. Um, Balance, that is a to learn what the opposite things are. So I am a Libra. If you have a lot of Libra in your chart, or there is a Libra in your chart, you understand the importance of this. Okay, that's what the Libra is, the sign of the partnership. Some of the people don't understand what the partnership is out there because it is a lack of partnership from within them. Okay, people are war with others because there is a war from within. And hi Anne, hi Lisa. Thank you guys for coming here. I appreciate you for waiting for Crow. See if she's gonna shows up in the chart. I want to recognize her. Into that balance, you kind of like thinking, what am I going to do with all this? Nothing works right. Hi, beloved Empress. Thank you for coming here. In the balance, all of a sudden, it's create unbalance from within you, and you're wondering what I'm not doing right or what I do right with the this twin flame journey. How did that helps me? All of a sudden you want to understand that twin flame journey helps you in your life. You begin to use these energies once you accepting it from within you to create this balance. But the balance is you have to walk on earth, You have to look at it, the new art that you're going to build. You have the energies of the universe, and you need to understand that your head has to be looking the clouds, but your feet are on the ground. Okay, and begin the balance there. Uh, it's not only saying the things, doing the things as well, actions. Okay, this is a very powerful word, actions from within you. But if you expecting actions, do you do actions from within yourself? Balance from within will bring the balance outward. So once you understand this, you will be able to navigate the balance within the journey as a twin flame. And that balance is going to be achieved when you go to this place where there is no more roads. You're at the end of the road. You see a road ahead, okay? But now you don't want to take everything off balance from within you. You don't allow anything to create off balance. You want internal peace, okay? You want a joy, you want a cooperation, you want a corrections, and you want love, and you want responsibilities. Okay, you have this responsibility to maintain that balance from within. So when you begin your journey, why do you have this balance with love within yourself? And when you get an ignite from within you, you have balance with everything. Why? Why do you have it? You have a balance because that's what the road is. It shows you during the ignition as a twin flame that balance from within. You're not worried about anything. You don't worry about uh, what somebody's going to tell to you, somebody's going to do to you, or what are you going to lose, or what are you going to gain. No, all you're seeking is this twin flame energy. Carl, thank you for coming in. CF, thank you. Thank you for being here for it. Hi, Christine. And kind of like that balance stuck within you, but over the time, that journey, it takes you to different things, yeah, things that you never experienced. And now you're comparing it, this awakening. Okay, to understand this is a very good process. You comparing it to what you had as experience before that. Now you begin to this comparison for it to match it with what you feel, and you're like, well, this is not right, that is not right, and you begin this internal war from within you. Your ego comes out into play, and now you understand that you're trying to do a correction, but nobody understands this correction, so they understand as a judgment. And now what you send out, okay, is not a correction. You're sending out the judgment because they don't understand that position. Um, and you begin to have this uh, duality that goes in from it. Um, the the difference between the joy and the sadness to joy, and that balance is off. Okay, the balance is off within you. Now you begin to have no balance on the earth. The energies are missing. You don't have a balance within the divine energies. You look at it, the art, and you don't see it anymore. It's like all gone. And you're trying to survive now as a twin flame. A lot of the twin flames, they go and they kicked in on the survival mode. And what I mean by that survival mode is like, I'll do what I can, and I just want to survive through these energies. And you get this intense energy, intense dreams, and things like that. Until it comes into a point that you're like, I'm off balance. Now I have to balance myself. If I want to balance this connection, I have to work on me. I have to balance it in me. So you begin to work on yourself. You learn that all the things that you thought was, they are different. You learn that the judgment is actually a correction. And when you look at it as a awakened twin flame, that is a core action, action of changing a core beliefs of things. Okay, you understand that the corrections are probably the one of the best things you're correcting from within yourself. You begin to understand the power of cooperation, but cooperation of what? Not with other people, cooperation from within yourself. That cooperation stops the fights within yourself, the ego, the mind, the soul, and you begin to kind of like in that balance. It is your balance from within you. Okay. Now you understand that the sadness of comes in is because either probably both of you as a twin flames, there is this sadness because you unbalanced the joy. Now you have to find the joy from within. What was the joy? And the joy has to come from within you as energy out there, joy of love. Um, that peace, the internal peace, comes in when you see this energy, you see these pictures from within you, and you remember when you are awakened that you had that. You are able to maintain balance in the energy. You were able to maintain balance with the divine. You remember you were able to maintain and navigate the twin flames energies. You were able to have time for everything, even for your kids. You were able to cook, to wash, and everything. Why cannot do it now? Unbalanced. Okay. So now within the journey that goes on, when you evolve and you goes up, now you understand that the inner work that you do and you continue to do on it in yourself led you to this illumination process from it. But all you have to do is basically trust the divine that's going to bring you this balance. The divine comes in to help you as they help you to when I wake you up. Divine always reminds you of who you are. You're the twin flame. The divine always helping you is I'm here for you. Have trust, surrender, and let go to me, and don't worry about it. Okay, I'll know where I'm going to get you. I'm going to walk you through this path. I'm going to talk you through this. I'm going to help you to solve this from within. The problem is some of the people, they don't maintain that balance with divine. And when you don't maintain the balance of the divine, then all the problems begin within the ego. Okay, now the ego rises up and throws off the balance. And when you look at this, you're kind of like, okay, I'm not happy. I'm not happy from with me for me. We're not talking about happy with me and my twin flame. You begin to look what you need to change from within. And now the divine is talking to you, it's telling you, like, listen, we give you all this information, we give you all the tools. All you have to do is do the work. Okay. But do the work with balance from within. And they teaching you, the divine is teaching you how to maintain the balance. You may have personal issues, you may have family issues, you may have karma issues, kids issues, whatever issues is. Okay. The divine brings those issues to work on. Once you begin to work on it, you understand that they comes in for you to evolve. You not anymore fighting with them for it. Um, so some of you, they actually been talking lately is misunderstanding about the problems in life. That is the problems comes in because you push them and they come back. They're like a basketball game. you put in the ball back towards the opposition team, which is the divine, and divine says like, no, I want you, here's your ball back. That is your ball. You're supposed to play that ball. And you're like, no, I don't like that ball. I want to play with the volleyball, but you're playing the game of basketball. And that's what some of the people are. But once you get that ball, one day you decide that like divine hands you over the ball, and you look at the basketball, and it's like, you look at the divine, you look the way up into the sky, and it's like, maybe I do all this wrong. Maybe I have to play this game with the divine. Maybe I have to be a part of this game. Maybe that's what was the choice. And now you don't fight it anymore. You don't resist it anymore. And you begin to have balance. The balance within the stages of the twin flame during the process from awakening to all the way down to illumination process, uh, it comes up to you. It doesn't have your peace. You don't have your energies out of order. People around you is out of order. Everything is out of order until you don't reach the illumination state. In the illumination state, you are only going to feel one thing, and one thing only: divine guidance, the way it was, nothing else. There is no more inner desires. There is no more this competitions, this inner fights, this ego desires, and all that stuff. No, no, at all. It's done. It's solved. You actually go in deeply within the shadow, and you even put the darkness out in the light. And it's like, here you go. I'm a completely authentic. And I didn't say elimination. I said your elimination. I'm sorry, because it's hard for me to speak sometimes because of my lips, Diana. So if any misunderstanding is that. If you're talking about eliminations, that is a to cut the red flags from within you, and you eliminating them by you eliminate yourself. That is a all different from within you. Maintaining the balance is when you feel negative energies coming from your twin flame. You're like, listen, those are negative energies. Please, I don't need them. You're in a war with yourself. Take these energies back to you. Okay, you need help, let me know, but they're yours. I don't need them. I need to maintain my balance. I need to maintain the peace from within you. No, Liana, don't say sorry. That's what it is. But all this balance require one thing: responsibility about your actions, not only with divine, but with everything in you. Responsibilities about thank you, Dio, for clarifying. This is the stage. Yeah, a lot of us within this stage, by the way, of elimination. You may feel it like the energy here of elimination because of the divine energies right now. It's powerful. They are. And that's what this gravitation right now, it is helping us out. Now, since I understand the gravitations better and the energies that goes on from within, how that reacts with people, now the things are much more clarity. They're much more simple compared to what it was, for example, 2 years ago. Okay, but it's good. It shows that there is evolution. There is a chance for everyone to reach that. Um, so to go back from within this is responsibilities. You have responsibilities to yourself. You have the responsibilities to divine. You have responsibilities within your family. You have responsibilities for your karma. Like how to balance this. The balance comes in if you remember back in your awakening stage as a twin flame. That was love. Love balances everything. It balances out the positive and the negative. Love balance out the stop to compete with your twin flame, start cooperate with your twin flame. Okay, uh, that is at a time when you begin to understand what the peace is, what the internal peace in the soul is. You don't have internal soul and peace until you're not in peace with the energy of your twin flame within you, especially when you got an argument or whatever it is. Do you have that peace? No, you don't. You don't. And don't even try to say you did. No, you don't. You have that fight from what. But once you put the love from within you, and all of a sudden the fight is gone, it's not there. Why? Because love heals everything. So the love is actually the tool that maintains that balance. Love, it brings the understanding and the difference between what the mind and the ego can have compared to the heart and the soul that they have. Okay. So again, I will kind of like if you have a judgment, you understand that wasn't just judgment. Okay. All right. That was a this part of pointing out what corrective actions you need to take. Because after the judgment, okay, like a process, what it takes, corrective actions. You broke something, you broke anything. You need to take corrective actions to fix it or replace it. Okay. So, for example, you broke the dishes and all of a sudden no dishes to eat. You have to go buy dishes if you want to eat. Okay. If you want to put a plate on it. If you broke glasses, then you gotta re- replace them. Okay. If you're broke or something, that's what this is for it. Then cooperation. A lot of the twin flames, they're codependent. That the codependency comes in um, from a lot of background. Okay, they could be codependent economically. They can be codependent emotionally. They can be codependent of egoistically. Okay, the ego feels good. They can be dependently spirituality. You know that if you are now around them, they don't feel good spiritually for it. But the love fills up the gaps in there. You begin to understand the spirituality together. You begin to understand that the codependency, and depending on them, it turns to a chaser runner's dynamic. And all of a sudden, that chaser runner dynamic doesn't really help you. You have no balance. You can't maintain the balance. Maybe your twin flame even ghosted you, abandon you, and so on. To understand what the abandonment and what the ghosting is. All right, that is, for example, some of the ghosting and abandoning is because you ghosted and abandoned your own self. Okay, that could be from a very young age. For it is like somebody didn't buy you the ice cream, and now because for you buying you the ice cream was a like attention, and now they don't buy you an ice cream, and now you're like well, they don't want to have this, and that feeling inside of you is so strong, and now you turn like you feel like it's abandoned, and it's like the next day they asking you want ice cream, and you're like no, no, I don't want to. And now you pulling yourself out. And the next day asking you, do you want an ice cream? It's like, no, I don't want to have nothing to do with this ice cream. The fourth day comes in. Hey, what happened to you? You don't want any more ice cream? You just turn around and walk away. That it's one of the patterns that you can look from within about ghosting and abandonment issues for it. Um, Hi, Master Frosty. Thank you for being here. Um, so looking from within, you see you begin to maintain these balances. You begin to maintain all this energies that were given to you. And once you're getting these energies, you begin to feel better. And you go down in the path after this separations, after these issues. You look from within, you're getting this illumination from within yourself. You self-reflection, self-love, self-understanding, self-caught up in the red flags you got. And then all of a sudden divine it's telling you, you see this? That's what I dragged you to this journey. I drag you on this journey as a twin flame so you can clean up yourself. You can become a better, you can become a the person you always wish to, you dream of. Some of you, ice cream is unhealthy to eat. Just saying, can't help it. It all depends what kind of ice cream is. There is an ice cream based out of a yogurt and it's healthy. As long as not a chemically produced things and so on, the real ice cream, if you make it, homemade ice cream, that is lot of good on it. So a balance begin because you understand it can't continue anymore the life like this. Doesn't matter if you're with your twin flame or not. There is one last balance you're going to battle, and that's going to be the battle when you finally gave up. You finally gave up the control over the connection and you hand over the connections to the divine. Kind of like here it is. That is the moment you bring the balance from within yourself. Okay, that is the peace from within. It's hard to do it because you can have the emotions, you can have all the situations for it. Uh, Fatma, hi. Thank you for being here for it. And all of a sudden, there is something happened when you do this. You feel free within the divine. You feel balance. You feel different. Uh, you maybe also feel awkward. The one other reason you feel awkward, there was always fights from within you. Now there is no fights, and you're wondering what I'm gonna do. Chill and relax. You might find a lot of things are gone from within you. Okay, because what happened is that process of illuminations helped you to rewrite your mind. Now you have the head in the clouds, okay, and your feet is on the ground. And now you are that personality that changed, and now you're walking within the divine from within you. The rest is just the journey. You don't see the journeys anymore. Before, you probably had a visions of this is what will happen with my twin, that will happen with my twin, or I have desire for this and that. You learn that now everything ever since the beginning was orchestrated with the divine. It wasn't yours. All you do is divine was teaching you and the love that creates balance for it. Once that love kicks in, the unconditional love, when you learn to love for no reason, and that is kind of like I don't want to say that Pandora's box, okay, but that is the box from within the gift that you receive. Now you may have a lot of gifts from within you, whatever the divine gifts are. You can have a gift from healing to talking to inspiring or making new products or design things, whatever it is. But to whatever it is within your gifts, once you do it, okay, Now the divine puts that energy from within you, and you maintaining the balance with the divine, with the responsibilities from within you. All of a sudden, that energy of universe, it's kind of like walking within universe within you and walks out of you towards others, and you allow the others to have this energy. You allow this others to have this unification within universe and you, and the balance is even gets greater. You feel I arrived where I need to be, uh, and all of a sudden no road. Why there is no road? There is no road because it's divine timing. That it's when the clock begins to ticking about the divine timing. Now you become this divine person from within, and now you're moving forward with the divine. Okay, now that really connections that was during the awakening, now it is complete, it's done, and it's balanced. Okay, there is an intense energies. You're not anymore. Those are freaky energies. I don't know. I need to talk to someone. Hey, Dio. Yeah, I get a lot of those when the intense energies are, or when you have a dreams, when you have these connections, when you have all these situations from within you, and now you understand that the power of love changed changed you, and you become the divine being you always were meant to be. You knew that you have to become a divine being since day one. So a lot of you have, those issues that you need to solve for it. That could be, we already talk about this. That is about the resistance that it's from within. That's probably going to be your highest lessons that you have to be for it. So, yeah, everything that you know, it's in the God's hands. And when some of the couples I know who reached that state and they let it in the God's hands, they probably were 4, 5, 6, 7 times separated until they learned that God was in control of these connections, not there. Okay, you need to understand you're never in control of that connection. You never was, and you never will. Divine. Okay, and trusting the path of the divine. Exactly, Lisa. So love begin to be not just something you feel, you vibrate, or you receive, or you emit. Love begins the one thing that determines everything for it. As long as you keep that divine connections from within, because when your twin flame comes in and everything comes in, that divine will kind of like a beginning to maintain the balance. You will understand the balance begin with interdependence. And let me tell you what the interdependence is. That is the mutual agreement between you, the divine, and your twin. That is what that is. Not codependence, because if you're codepending on the divine to bring your twin flame, you don't believe in the divine, you don't believe in the love, you're depending on it. Divine doesn't want to be independent on that. You create codependency relationship with the divine. Divine wants to be in a mutual agreement with you, give and receive from the divine, and that's what the divine's energy is. It comes in and it goes out. Then you say thank you when somebody you healed someone, or you might be surprised when I sometimes the people I talk to, I say thank you for coming in. They're like, what do you say thank you? Well, that is about to give thanks back. through the universe that you guys came to me. You talked to me lately. It's been a lot of progress of shifting from toxicity into spirituality, which is good. That it's a lot needed in life. Uh, so yeah, the spirituality comes in when it comes in, but actions is the one work, is the inner work that you do from within. You can study as much, you can watch video as much, but you don't take in actions and responsibilities on earth, you won't be able to. For example, if there is no balance within your material side of making money and supporting your physical life for it, that will affect your spiritual life. It is the same thing if there is no balance within your spiritual life for it. Guess what? You're making a mistakes and you're losing things within the material side. So the love from within you is going to help you to maintain that balance when you do your work with love. Okay. Have you seen someone who does their job with love and something happened to them? No, you're happy for them because they do their job with love. I love my job. I mean, there was a time that it wasn't right, for me to do certain things, okay, because I do them very well and others don't. But yeah, you gotta love your job for it. You might not like it, at certain times, certain points, but yeah, do it with love when you do it. For so to end up with this and begin to answer your questions for it, the unconditional love within the divine and that interdependence that you have with God, that will help you maintain the balance of everything in your life, absolutely everything. All the religions, they say it's one thing. If you want to have a good life, have a personal relationship with God, with the divine. Now you as a twin flame, you understand this. Now you get it. And when you get to that point, then you will be thankful to the divine. You will be thankful to God. And yeah, you will understand the balance. It doesn't have this energy of too up or too down, too high or too low. You just have this beautiful, soft, mellow energies from within you that just balance, peaceful. And that's what you're looking for from within you. All right. So I will take a couple of questions now. Let's see what's going on in the chat for you. Okay. See, Christine, Carl, Lucy. It is really an inside job. The OTF is married and makes no time for me in his life. I have no choice but to move beyond sadness. Still trying to balance, not there yet. Carl, Lucy, accepting the facts that he chose that. You also have to take a look of a karmic standpoint. If he hasn't learned the lesson of karmic relationship, okay, he has to continue that karmic relationship for you. So if they end up the cycle with the karmic, that is a whole another different story. Now they begin to have a story with you, a lessons within you, lessons about the connection for it. But yes, when you stay in a balance within the divine is helps you through the day, through the sadness, from the missing energy, from the missing things. And all of a sudden, when a divine walks in within you have the joy. You can go enjoy yourself. I mean, you can go out on the beach, or you can go ahead and enjoy the things that you wanted to do. Maybe enjoy a good, peaceful time at the coffee shop, or go to this when everybody usually they don't go there. You can go at that place at the end of the road, and nobody goes there because it's so peaceful. You go there, you have a cup of wine, and you lift up your feet, and you're like looking at it, and like, wow, it's beautiful peace. You turn that to joy. That's what the divine wants from within you. Uh, yeah, and that helps you to feel less alone on 3D. Exactly, exactly, Carlos. And it helps. It's beautiful. And also, it's giving you a time for yourself to work on you, but with peace. Okay, not like I have to get into it. Yeah, sometimes you have to get into it because if you don't do the job, you're basically like I was talking to CC today, and I told CC like, here we go. The universe brings you this job to you, and you're like, I don't want to have this job, and you put the boxing gloves, and you're boxing it back towards the universe, and the universe gets another big giant boxing glove, and you're just like, oh, you don't want it, really? Well, I'll box it back to you, and now the universe snag you down, and but you're protecting yourself. It's like, no, I don't want to, I don't want to, and the end of the universe says like, you know what? Now I'm gonna do things. I'm gonna create things. I'm gonna create this. Now you're gonna deal with this problem for it. The thing is some of the people decide not to do with the divine. That's their problem. The journey from there takes the total opposite way for you. But when you begin to, the divine comes in and tells you, okay, look at this. Now you don't understand this as intense energy, as a problems. Now you understand there were never problems. That was the things, the red flags. You needed to work on it. The same red flags that you had to work with in all your life. And I like, why did I get it so late? No, you didn't get it late. God is never late. Okay? You are the one that was fighting on it. But now, since you evolve, you understand that the problems in life, that is the things that you have to evolve from with. And once you overcome it, you getting your problems as blessings, as a blessing, because once you overcome it, it turns out to beautiful blessings for you. So be happy about your problems. The bigger the problem, the bigger the miracle. Okay, that's how some of the people who came out from these broken families, they actually become something powerful because they learned to accept these problems and evolve from within the problem. They accept the problem as a blessing and not as a nightmare. Okay, so let's see. Ice cream, ice cream. Uh, we balance when we meet each other. Yeah, anytime you meet with your twin, you will balance this. Roses and raspberries. Hello from Western Australia. May listen for a while before falling asleep. I have not dreamed of my DM for many months now, and really feel his energy anymore in the Mother, Father, God hand now. Yes, if you don't feel the energies because divine it's handled them. Okay, once the divine it's handled them, then you don't feel them. You feel them only if that it's kind of like allowed to it, or whenever they did a chance, or when they begin to feel that the love again from within, when the love gets reignited for you. And then when the love reignites, it's like you got that same feeling from within you as when you were together for it. So exactly, no more inner struggle, because if you have an inner struggle, a very good thing. Who was that? Maria. Maria Richards. Yes, no more internal struggle, because you understand that if there is internal struggle in you, there will be internal struggle in the connection. And that's how you will understand to maintain, not to have internal struggles from within. with love. Okay, you begin to learn that. You begin that every red flag in you is actually a red flag for the connection. So work on within yourself, and then the things will come up. Um, Samantha, uh, Lisa, trusting the path of the divine God. Exactly, Lisa. Okay, yes, trust within them, because who gave you that awakening? The divine. Who knows about all this plan? The divine. That the ego knows about this, or your soul knows about this divine plan. So take a look if you're destroyed your connections, your ego was involved. If your connection rose and reignites, that it's God, that it's the soul. That's what this is. Okay. Uh, all right. Samantha R. Morgan, I pronounced it right. Are OTF meant to be together in 3D? All OTF, they have the journey to be together in the 3D, but not all they're going to be in 3D. And I'll tell you why. Because they have fights about you and them, and they have a fight of what they want compared to what God wanted it, and they stand against God, and that's what the divine creates these plans for it. But if you really want to have this relationship with divine, divine will tell you what that is. Some of the twin flames, they don't want to hear the words God, because they have a fear of it, because they know how hard and what they need to do from within. Or the words, it's like, don't judge me, God will judge me. But if you look at it, this is within you is like, that's why you give your twin flame to the divine, is God will correct you, not me. If you think like I tell you what's going on, so God will bring that information back into it. So okay. If they decide to walk apart, what are the different consequences of walking in either directions? The consequences, some of the twin flames, they begin unhappy to the rest of their life. You may see them smile, you may if you're chasing them, or looking at their pictures or so on, but it's missing the spark in their eyes. The spark is gone. And the only time the spark comes in is when they think about you all of a sudden. The spark just begins for it. Or when they see you and all of a sudden everything just kind of like reignites from within. Is like, what the hell part. But that is that is. You gotta have a very strong um, psychic from within you to maintain this balance. Okay, but more important is to trust the divine, surrender to this divine energies for it. If you decide to separate from it, there was a people who separates and after 30 years they're coming together. Yeah, there is a sadness that for 30 years they miss the situations. There is a sadness about all the stuff that they did and all the crap that they did, but who are standing on their way themselves, their inner war from within themselves about their person, not because of anything else. And with the ego was in control. So that's what it is, Samantha. KB, more interesting is spirituality than TF journey. Spirituality is good, it's great, it helps, okay? But actions is needed in this. You need to act on this spirituality. That is when the spirituality will comes in. The twin flame journey is a twin flame journey. If you're in the twin flame journey, then you begin to understand the same thing. Actions prove everything, not something else. I mean, you can have the energy, you can have the feelings, you can have the talks, you can have the this, but actions proves everything, not the other way around. So, uh, lovely, Vibrant. Thank you for coming in. Good morning to you, Carl. The divine comes across as a quiet gangster sometimes. Well, the divine comes the way it needs to be. If you need a kick in the rear end, yes, you get it. If you need to be held on and to be healed, the divine comes in and handles you. So yeah, sometimes you don't understand each one part is the divine, but that is when you walk away out of your path to divine, and divine is just like, let's go. Um, Alyssa, Carl Good is a loving father who will correct you. Yeah, Alyssa, that was a good thing. Like right now, I'm dealing with breadcrumbing from a person, so that hard it is. Breadcrumbing. You need to understand the breadcrumbing. Okay. Breadcrumbing, that is a person who always demanding love, and because he was so demanding nonstop, all the time demanding love, the people stopped giving him the love, and he turned instead of understanding that love, time, and attention should not be given all the time. That person stopped asking for that attention. That is either one of the problems with the breadcrumbing, because now when the person gets in a relationship, he has the fear that he's not going to get all this attention, time, and energy from it. And if there is the little thing comes in from within, they're not giving it because they believe that they're not going to receive it. Another thing with the bread crumbing comes in, it's from a fear of a true self. They don't give you enough, so you don't understand the truth that is hidden in there. That is the other part of a breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing is very interesting process. You might feel it with another person, and you try to understand why did they breadcrumbing you. Okay, they breadcrumbing you because something from within them is not sure about you. You may give them everything; they give you just a little bit, so to keep you around. They may be testing you, or they put you on a competition. Breadcrumbing usually goes together with competition. They maybe put you in a third party competition, or the worst part, put you with the family members in competition. That could be very bad lesson for everyone. Okay, very bad lesson. Okay, don't put your twin flame or a soulmate, soul connection and competition or breadcrumbing. That is like a you breadcrumbing or competing with the divine, and that is going to be a hard lesson for someone. So the toxic people, toxic personality, damaged people also, they do that breadcrumbing because they're afraid of pain, they're afraid of fear. But the fear from within creates the war from within, and now they bring that fear from within. They're projecting into towards the fear of the other person, and now they are sabotaging everything, including themselves, including sabotaging the connections within divine. And that can lead to a lot of disasters on all levels. It could be a psychology level, heart level, love level, and so on. So breadcrumbing is very, yeah, it has a very bad roots from and letting go of fear of not giving into the demands, money, etc. If the person demands money, that means that lack of security and immaturity to go make money on their own. Uh, you need to understand if the person doesn't learn how to be a financial independence, life will teach them to be a financially independent. So if they haven't learned that, or they're not capable of learning it, that is a problem why the twin flames will not gonna come together. Okay. Financially, independency is also a mutual agreement. If you follow a mutual agreement about money, specifically, you need to understand there is going to be a karma involved in there. But fear, if they putting fear, they have a fear from within, like they feel not worthy. They gotta work on their self-esteem, that they are worthy. They know what they are. Um, Demands. If they demanding something, lovely librarian, then what did they demand? Their codependency. Okay, that is a codependency. They need to learn interdependency, mutual agreements, and these mutual agreements they're coming with responsibilities. You can't say one thing, you do another. You can't just say this and then it's like twisting it. That is a toxic way of life. And our culture and that right now we are living in, our environment that we're living in, is that culture everywhere. Okay, that's with us. But now we're seeing that the light, this kind of like a darkness, comes into the light. Now a lot of the people who have this, they work on themselves. They rise up, and some of the things you see from those people, it's like, man, yeah, that light comes in, it just sparkles, it's just poof for it. So he's a taker. You gotta have in the interdependency, that is a equal give and take. There will be no breadcrumbing. If there's a breadcrumbing kind of connections, just it will go to, it probably is going to be the main reason for separation. Let me tell you this, because when you're breadcrumbed for it, you're going to be looking for what you're missing, what your twin flame doesn't give you for it. You're going to be looking to understand what are you missing this, what are you missing. For example, if you take breadcrumbing your attentions, you will seek attention. You're probably going to give more attentions in order to get even something small, and that's breadcrumbing. Uh, the other thing it is that maybe they don't give you intimacy, and now you are like walking with that person, and you give them all the intimacy in them, but there is no intimacy from them. It's still a fear. Why did they have the fear? Is the question. Once they understand, or you understand what the fear is, you can help them to see this. But if they don't tell you the truth about this fear, the situations about that fear, you won't be able to do anything in there. So there's going to be this totally separation, or even worse, no contact, which is most of psychologists suggest if there is a breadcrumbing, lack of intimacy, uh, and a money screw up involved, just go no contact and heal yourself. And if it's meant to be, they're going to work on that. They're going to shine from within and that toxicity. They're going to remove that toxicity because the love, okay, the love heals everything. And the love with the divine is going to help him to solve all this. Now, they, instead of they being breadcrumbing, they're going to be all the time to you, okay? That is a when they turns to a chaser, now, if you need intimacy, they're going to be all the time asking for intimacy. Now, if they didn't give you money, or they're asking you for money before, it's like, do you want money, honey? Here's the money. Okay. You're going to be amazed that when these people turned from this toxic way of life to become this divine being. Okay. You'll see it. That will start coming in by beginning of by the end of this retrograde season that comes in right now, especially with that Jupiter that is involved in there. You will see a lot of the people coming in like this, and That's what right now we just experiencing right now with this Jupiter and Aries. We just experience test run. Well, that's gonna work. Now Jupiter is gonna move back, gonna go to Pisces, then it's gonna come back, and then it's gonna be the real deal. Be patient with this because of within the twin flame journey, you guys have the same vibrations within soul, okay? But the circumstances, the lifestyle, the life changes, the karmic partner, and everything, that part of human behavior could be totally different. You may have a similar history, but two opposite choices. So, for example, if you are both raised by the grandparents, but you took the negative side, uh, so you're going to be negative in life. But if you took the positive side, then you're the positive side, and now you admit together, guess what happens? Okay, there's going to be a clash because the negative person was not going to give you the positive part. They're going to breadcrumb you because they feel unworthy. They feel something, fear from within. By the way, librarian, thank you. That's a very good question. So thank you for it. Uh, uh, okay, where was I? Because something happened in my chat. Okay, beloved Empress. I felt moments of disbalance and peace, usually after communication or contact with my twin or wherever we're in a good place. It's difficult to maintain. It's my goal to do so. Beloved Empress, that's what you're talking about here is like once you feel this balance, the balance falls off to tell you the things that you need to work on it to maintain. Every time there is an issue of not getting this, that is a point you like, hey, here is what's going on. So imagine like you are in this a bubble zone that has a lot of holes, and the bubble zone disappear, and you're like, you need to patch the bubble from inside. That's what the issue is. Okay, I patched this, then I patched something else. So there could be a lot of things that comes in. But once you patch everything, and it's only you, the divine, and them, then the whole process is just now it doesn't need anymore the bubble zone. The bubble zone is the lesson for it. Because once you fill up all the hole, you understand, you complete the whole union, you complete the whole this process as the way was originally designed during the ignition state, and you completed the journey of ignitions to union, to real union now. For so uh, okay, so 1 second, guys, because I lost my chat here. Librarian, so how do you deal with breadcrumbing from your twin? You're gonna end up in separation. That's how you have to deal. No contact. You might tell them, things. I mean, there's gonna be probably involve nasty grams, nasty words, and so on. You may be ask them for accountability for their responsibilities, and so on. And all you're gonna get is maybe silent treatment, and you're like, okay, I give it to the divine. Only thing it is see what we have and what it was, this ignition and the soul. You are just given the dreams. I was your wish from God. So now I'm here. So you're okay. And you will understand that maybe you also are codependent of the breadcrumbing. That is a part of your elimination process, that you allow that to be used. Okay? Don't just look at the breadcrumbing of your twin flame. Take a look the breadcrumbing from within you. Maybe you are codependent on that love at some point. But if they don't understand unconditional love, and you give all that love, maybe it was too much love for them, and they feel like I'm holding it back. I'll breadcrumb you. So the way to deal with this is really a separation, but also if you feel their energy within you, anytime when that energy comes in, is like, look at your red flags. And if you don't come with love to me, and truth and honesty and respect, because I want that truth, honesty, and respect to give to the divine. And when the divine said, yeah, okay, then we're going to get together. But before that, don't even come near me. I want this. That's what that is. That's called end up psychology. If you look at it, that's called healthy boundaries. You want to have a healthy, true relationship, you got to have a true, healthy boundaries. Not disrespect, but respect. Okay? Not within the family to have all this war and you expecting to have a peace as a family in there. If there is a war between family members, okay, if your twin flame is married and you have a kids or you have kids and so on, you need to understand that war has to be put out before anything. Can't have all the time wars for it. So many things like this. Okay, so that's how you have to do. You have to separate so the things to be sorted out and that wars to be stopped. You want to create love, not war. If there is a war within the family of your twin, okay, the only way it is they have to get away from that war, which is that is a how they suggesting of toxic relationships or toxic families. You get all away from the family totally. You cut all the connections with the family, and some twin flames does that. Some don't. So that's how it is. Uh, okay. Cora Lucy, yes, actually divine. TF, remain of my dad sometimes. Yeah, there's gonna be a connections to your dad somehow. Most of the twin flames, that's what there is. They got the father figure, unless also they see the father figure probably within you, but that is the masculine energy, but it's different. They need to know you're not their father. You have to care like a father for them. That's what they're looking for. Same well is like you're looking for if you're a male and you're looking for a female, you kind of like see a mother. No, what do you do is you begin from the early and childhood. Okay, your best friend on opposite side that they were friends with you. Then you look at it at school, the first grade, that friend, that opposite sex that helped you. All right. Then you're looking for the friend that was when you were a teenager, there was this friend that's always helped you from within you. When you grow up, okay, you see that friend, he acts like a husband. Then when it's evolved, you're looking at as the father figure. Then when you evolve, you're looking as the emperor, that figure. And when you evolved, you're looking at this wise king from within. And then when even evolved, which is a twin flame, that is the God image of Adam from within. So that's what this is. But if you have a toxic levels within your parents, mother or father figure, you will attract toxic things from within you. And now, if you have a toxic fears, you're projecting those toxic fears into the twin flame connection. And if they cannot balance this, that's going to be a problem for you. But the balance is coming from within you for you first. You try to bring balance, and if it doesn't work, then the connection doesn't work for it. Especially when the mother or father figure interfere with what's going to happen within the twin flame connection, and that is going to be sometimes divine is involved, uh, and sometimes that can lead to a lot of runaways from uh, the whole family dynamic. Okay, or going to lead to completely dissolution from within, but there will be no happiness like this internal happiness for it. All right. This is my true case. I was giving him everything with little or no responsibility. He has a good job, though. I agree. It's very, very toxic situations. Yes, librarian, there is. That toxic situations, when you're looking from within, if you talk to him and ask him why you're toxic, if he's got the truth from within you, within him and himself, to himself, he's going to tell you why he is toxic. Okay? And then you help them to understand the divine powers, to help them to rewrite their mind. And the mind's going to help them to heal. But other than that, there is not much you can do there. You need to understand truth is uh, truth is incredible healing power. Truth is incredible healing power, especially the truth within yourself, with yourself, then the truth with the divine. Most people don't know what I'm talking about, but once they become true and accept themselves as who you are, they will find everything with this. See, he's afraid of my power. Oh well, if you got a masculine power, yeah, you got an act of it, a lot of masculine power. You need to learn to balance yourself with the feminine. That's probably is going to be the one of the lessons you're pushing out the universe. You're boxing with the universe. So you learn how to become a feminine. You become how to be soft, how to be caring, how to hug, how to cook, how to dress up feminine or intimacy side for it, how to be attractive if you have a lot of masculine energy in you. Okay, so now you balance those two energies from within. Now that balance of masculine and feminine energy comes in you. And that is the power of the twin flames they use. They know when to use the feminine and they know how to use the masculine for it. But they can be those feminine energy and the masculine energies. You need to understand that twin flames are, if they have this power of no limits within the feminine and within the masculine. Sometimes they're too extreme for it, but maintaining the balance and the responsibility within divine can help them because it can't be too soft when you need to be too strong. It can be in these positions when the correction has to be done, and you're like soft like a mother, where the correction has to be done in a proper way using the masculine energy. Um, but that comes in with maintaining balance. Okay. Man, what? My chat is gone, and like I lost where I am. Okay, calm down. This is through my case. No reciprocity. Yeah, no reciprocity. That's mean a lot of ego. A lot of they think about themselves. I'm the most important person. I'm the most important. A lovely Libra. What is the zodiac sign of your person? Let me know for it. Maria Richards, thank you. I'm really beginning to see and accept this truth. It's not the problem, but an opportunity. I appreciate you for laying out this way. You're welcome, Maria. Oh, lovely, Reverend. Thank you. Thank you for the support for it. Let me know if it's afterwards we can do something like that. Oh my God, this is exactly what happened this morning. Yes, codependency is definitely the issue. Yep. You need to understand that codependency is not healthy, even if you have all the love in the world. But codependency is not healthy if you're demanding that you deserve all the love in the world. Okay? You can't demand control for it. There could be a lot of damage also as well on the both sides from this. So work from within you and bring yourself. I would suggest you to study interdependence. Or if you guys want tomorrow, maybe that interdependence situation, maybe we can dive from within what that is. But it's not that complicated. It is like to have mutual agreements, but the mutual agreements within you, okay, for it. So, lovely Reverend, if you want to find me on the Facebook, I can maybe give you some few things for it. All right. Oh, wow, wow. We've been having a whole bunch of messages that were not proper. CF, thank you. Thank you for covering it up. Uh, Thank you for covering it up. Okay. Longer Reverend, talking what's meant to us with past for but now I'm dealing with giving and never receiving. I'm done with, yeah, you need to stop giving. Doesn't matter if it's money, attention, time, energy, love, whatever. They have to learn the lesson of equal give and return. And the only time you're going to learn the lesson is when you put your energy. That also divine could be involved in this. That they didn't appreciate you. They just like, yeah. You maybe also find out that they had a different plan for you. Like, for example, they maybe text you, it's like, well, I have something else at mind. I didn't mean this to happen. What did they have in mind? There was no interdependence. They had a something, some kind of plan from within for something different that they didn't told you. Maybe that was the fear from within them. What did they have in mind? So some of the manipulators and some of the toxic traits out there, they're using exactly this. Have a lot of secret plans about the connection without realizing that the control of the connection is from God. And hopefully, God doesn't have to put the life within them in their knees so they can learn the lesson. I think my twin is looking for his mother and me. I told him that I'm not his mother. There is a 19-year age gap between. I'm much older than my twin. He's nearly 44 years old, but in emotional, but not emotional. Oh, not emotional development. He probably stuck his emotional development as a child. So if you're acting like a mother for him now, then oh my God. He's Cancerian, Cancer. It all depends what the ascendant is, but the Cancer, they need that family. And if he had issues as growing up as a family, and that emotions as the Cancerians are, yeah, that can kind of like flip the coin within him. And now, especially the Sun and Mercury and Lilith there in Cancer, now it probably shines some of the darkness in the light for it. So, okay. All right. Okay. Anything else? I'm doing here the cleanup of the chat. So, um, CC, if I become more soft, I'll be liquid and look more feminine, but I'm going to be rerun a few times. It's gonna be a more balanced CC. You will understand that what you are running of that feminine energy all your life. Now, when you're accepting it, you're gonna become more complete, more feminine from within you, and you balance feminine and masculine energies. And now you understand everything was from within you, and then you're gonna laugh on it when you balance this feminine masculine energies. Uh, CC, that's what I have for you. All right. Well, yeah, hour and 20 minutes. Very great video. So if you guys have some any more questions, uh, yeah, thank you, GP. I appreciate for your comment. Thank you for showing up in the chat. Yeah, now in this illumination state, actually, everything in the end begins to make you laugh because you might see yourself silly, how you react like a kid on a certain things. You might find out yourself as silly and like you play kids games with an adult body or whatever your case might be. You might find yourself a now you understand what this happened. You heal a lot, you cry a lot for it. As long as you get to this state, tend let the things to the divine. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. Um, and oh, you're welcome, JP. Samantha, yes, you're welcome too. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. And guys, let's thinking about tomorrow. What do you guys want to learn more? What do you guys? It's what going on. In the meantime, I'm gonna look the what is gonna be tomorrow. What is gonna be the moon? So that way, we are matching what the energy of the moon will be because that's what the emotions of the day, the vibrations of the day, there will be. I know it's gonna be in Sagittarius, that's me, expressions, talks, communications. JP, have a great day. Well, thank you, JP. So let's guys look for it and see what do you guys want to talk. All right. So okay, we're having the sun and Lilith coming together. I think we talk about Lilith. We made a video about Lilith. So the moon is in the beginning of Sagittarius. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh. Oh. Tomorrow, most of the time, there will be a divine energy of the moon. It's going to be at mid Sagittarius, divine talk. And also, it's going to be connected with the North Node because Mercury is going to be at the bottom of Yacht and Uranus and North Node. They're going to be on the other. The one it is in Taurus, which is fixing the base into the material world. Mercury is in Cancer, talking about family. And Sagittarius is going to be the moon on the top. It is to express what that is. It's about dreams. Build your dreams. Go build your dream life. For that's what the energies will be. Maybe we're going to talk about how to ground, tips and tricks. Ground deep, really deep and strong. Oh, that's a good topic, Lisa. Oh, I'm sorry, CC. Yeah, that is a good topic of grounding. The real. Thanks for your calming voice. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. How to ground, tips and tricks. Ground deep, real deep and strong. There is a lot of, yeah, okay, that could be. CC, very good thing. Uh, how to ground. Who else is going with the CC on this? Why are so many coincidences with twin flames? JP. Uh, it's needed for this topic. Um, grounding. I think we already talked about a grounding before, but if you guys, we're gonna ground ourselves out. Okay, how to ground. Uh, tips, tricks. Uh, ground deep. And really deep, man. And strong. Okay. Deal. Why many twin flame have the line of communication open but no longer reply during separation? Why did they don't block completely? Why there are so many coincidence within twin flames? The real is that is a question for now, or that is a questions for the talk. Carlos, do you do a meditation? Do you? I love a few minutes meditation with this group from the soul. There is the point of the meditation is to find the inner peace. When you evolve enough, the inner peace comes kind of like automatically for you, Carl, Lucy. I meditate very rarely when it's really intense energies from within me that I need to understand. Or if someone has so intense energies about me and it's like I'm feeling it, it's like I have no idea who that is, and I have to go and ground myself. Rio, you can talk in telepathic with them. So the twin flames, they're not fully letting it go because they have something to do and work with them. They don't want to break the connection. They don't want to lose you, but they don't want to tell you what they want to do. They kind of like hold you stuck into the toxic relationship. That is explain how some of the manipulators or narcissists, what they do is they put you on hold because of the supply. Supply could be emotional supply, material supply, spiritual supply, and that's what some of the spiritual supplies for it. They talk about the twin flame journey. Okay, is the spiritual supply if they need you for. If that is a true twin flame connection, that person will understand that they can't put you on hold for it because they put themselves on hold and they learn the dark side from within. That's the one main reason they don't want to block you completely because of they want it for you. The other side is if you block them for a little bit, then the permanent side for it, and you then unblock them, that is because you told them, I solved the problem. Here is, I'm open for it. And that could be, depends of what the damage was. But it's all depends of individual case, individual, because you don't know why the blockage is. So, yeah. Why the twin flame exhibit narcissistic behavior? No, it's not the twin flames. Uh, Maybe tomorrow we should talk about twin flames and narcissism. Maybe, I don't know. You guys need to understand that narcissism is creation. You were a narcissist. You're not a born narcissist unless there is a within the family genes something uh, that is created. Okay, it's got to be some kind of like a from within in. But all the narcissists they are made from narcissists. If the grandparent was a narcissist, they create the parent narcissist, and the parent who is a narcissist created your twin flame. And now your twin flame gets together and they are narcissists. And guess what? They have to go through this so they can realize what that is. We talk about the black sheep process. But a lot of the people in the toxic environments that we are right now was the generational addictions to the toxicity, to cheating, to multi intimacy connection, multi people all the time, getting this, getting that, connect with this, connect with that, just so you can show off in the world, basically, for material reason or for whatever reason. People forgot to look within the soul and the value like love, respect, honesty, truth. They forgot about that. So, yeah. If there is possibility, we as a family here can make a group or contact each other if they were needing options. Yes. Actually, if you guys want, I can create a group on the Facebook, and if you can message me, you want to be on that group, I can go ahead and do it for you guys. So, and we can have some video conferences in there as a mutual video chats as well. So, very good thinking, CC. Very good idea for it. So, yes, there is options on the Facebook. If I create the book, I'll post it the book. If I create the group, I will post it in here. Twin flames need to stick together. Yes, JP, exactly. All right. So, what do you guys want to talk about tomorrow? We still haven't determined this. I mean, I wrote the grounding techniques, but what do you guys came up? Because you guys got a lot of questions here for you. I forgot I have to have the cigarette. I know why we're not closing the chat. If I don't smoke my cigarette, there will be no for it. So, lovely root. Why do twin flames take so long to talk in 3D? Barely speak to my twin. We stare at each other. That's waiting to have the naked talk with him, break the silence. Lovely root. The delay could be out of a fear. They don't understand that connections, the love that they feel, and if you imagine that your person for it is been having a fear of love or having a fear of being authentic and trust their feelings, and they have a fear of contact you, they have fear of love. Maybe they weren't loved as a kid. Maybe there was something from within them all along the road. Some of the people who comes in from kind of like a toxic culture environment, you need to understand they live in fear. They probably be focused of the material things, material lives, and they will have this hidden part from within them, not love. They will have this pain from within them about love. They connect in love with pain. like wasn't allowed to feel love, like they weren't allowed to be getting to it. So breaking the silence is it's coming to a point that that love from what you knew is gonna get too strong, that it's hard to handle it, and the God's gonna tell you, "Let's go, do it." And if you approach it uh, inst- with peace, okay, approach it with peace, not with this intense love. Because if you approach with intense love, it's not gonna happen. They're gonna be scared and run away. But lovely root, if is this balance for it is like get at this peace of moment when you two are alone. If they're running away from you to be alone, then they're running from their true self. The way they begin to be a runner now before even talk for you. So Carlos is narcissist behavior discussion will be good and maybe help to let go. Empath narcissist go hand in hand. The empaths needs to learn the lessons from narcissists and narcissists from that. Okay, so guys, what do you guys want to talk? I mean, I only see some suggestions for it. If you guys want to go with what CC said, the grounded techniques, that's where we're gonna go. If you guys want to say that the TF and narcissistic behavior, we're gonna go with that. It's all up to you guys. Want to do it? Thank you, dear. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Diamond. Yeah. Oh, oh, dreams. Mm, you know what I'm thinking, guys? Tomorrow we're gonna talk about divine messages. All right. Oh, hey, Angel. Thank you for coming here. Haven't seen you in a while. Narcissistic behavior. Kai, when you are with your TF, it's true you can never show how many emotions to them and they will keep running. Yes, GP. The person who runs from when you expressing your emotions and they're running away from it, they actually run from themselves experiencing these emotions because they never allow themselves to be vulnerable with those emotions. They think that experiencing the love, expressing the love is going to hurt them because they maybe express their love and somebody didn't understand them and now they're hurt and they say, oh, we're never going to love anymore. And that is the emotional damage from within them. So, yeah, deal with the narcissistic behavior. Can twin flame really be a narcissist? Yes, twin flame can be a narcissist because it's the difference between the soul and the behavior, and they have to look deeply within their own darkness to fix this. Yes, there are. Even in union, if you look at it in union, take a look, Lee and Sherry Patterson. There is a part of narcissistic story there. Uh, so yeah, there you go. I think we're gonna talk about divine messages tomorrow because the energy is very divine tomorrow. So that will be it. Okay, that will be it. Divine messages. All right. I think we're at the moon most in Capricorn. We're going to talk about narcissism. Okay. I think that will be more proper energies when the moon goes into Capricorn because that is involved a lot of things that will be. So, okay. So, Thank you so much for coming in. The real, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're all welcome that you guys watching. And yes, I'll appreciate everything. I appreciate your donation. I was looking for Crow, but I just made the donations because of the yesterday's chat and the astrology report. And I wanted to personally recognize her, Crow Girl, in the chat, but she didn't came in today. So now I want to recognize it for it. And I appreciate she sent me a donation over the PayPal. So thank you. Thank you for Libron to donate $20 here on Super Chat. I appreciate it. And if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. All right, guys. So we're gonna go through this and let's share some love, guys. How about that? How about share some love? Let's give it this. All right. And I also so happy. I want to say thank you for more and more people coming into the chat, which is good. CF, thank you for everything. So yeah, that is a good thing. Meditation and prayer is very good. So here's a gifts to you guys. I'll give you all these gifts for you. There we go. Unwrap that love within you guys. Okay. All right. I will create the Facebook and we'll go ahead and post that Facebook here. All right. Thank you guys. And I hope you all have a great time. I don't know, maybe good morning, good day, good afternoon, good night, however it is to you. Thank you for coming to the chat. And I will see you tomorrow. We're going to be talking about divine messages. Thank you.